Welcome back to the Rapid 2400 grind. Let's queue up. Let's see if we can get some good wins today. We're going to talk through the process of thinking I am a King's Indian player. Now, against the Tea and Kettle type defenses or styles against the King's Indian. So basically, when they Tea and Kettle against the King's Indian, usually it's quite advantageous, or at least I enjoy the play of the Benoni style against the fianchetto. Now, the fianchetto, the bishop looks at its own pawn, and we look for play on the dark squares. We look for play with our knights. We try to push for b5. You know, all the important stuff. Let's play rook b8. Wait, I'm gonna be a little careful here. This pawn is a little tender. So there's ideas like knight e2, knight here, and things can become problematic quickly. So I'm just gonna quickly hit this knight right now. I mean the bishop right now. I need it to go bye-bye. I don't want it to be here. That's fine. Now we got the rook on the open file. Semi-open file, that is. And they've weakened their king side. This will matter later on. It's not without consequences, they say. But he does get a lot of free expansion. Okay, let's go with b5. Now, en passant, classic move. I like to take with the rook. And the ideas that I like is that I like to hook my rook on b4. Eye the e4 square, attack the b2 square. And just generally try to make some use of it. Now, this is actually quite annoying. And I can't play knight e5 first because they'll play f4. So, bishop f4 is coming. Let's just play. We'll play rook b4 immediately. Eye the square. Kind of get out of the direct fire. Now, likely they'll kick me around, but that might be interesting. I think I might need to start attacking the king side. Wow. They just go for e4. Okay. Wow. Okay. Where do I start? Let's go h5. I want to tenderize this. Maybe ask him if he's going to open up the f-file. And then I want to move my knight and just start having my bishop influence the game. Wow, they just take. Wow. Okay. This is interesting. This is a wild game because there's open king side, lots of dark squares. My knights can start jumping, like my queen's gonna start influencing this game soon. Maybe queen b8. Still defends, now influences this game. Okay. Now what do I do? Let's see. Could play c4 and look to place my knight here. Very common idea. I want my knight on e5. I just don't know if it's worth giving them f4 for free. I don't think so. Here, bishop f1. Knight here. No knight here. So whenever I find myself finding difficulties with the plan, I like to highlight the weak points on the position, which is any piece that's being attacked or defended the same amount of time. So right now that would be this one, right? Attacked twice, defended twice. And anything that's hanging, by definition, not attacked, not defended. And I think that's everything. So these would be the most useful places to attack. Wow. See, out of that, rookie 5 now looks more interesting. Which is it's just a strange move. But I don't know how else I can produce some more pressure on this. How can I hit this more? I don't know. Let's play rookie 5. Let's see. On just on pure principle, if this bishop did move, that would be kind of nice. This is the only one now. I could play g5. Really like trying to hook. That'd be pretty crazy. g5 but knight f3. g5 but knight f3. I think I'll play... Oh man, g5 feels so tempting. I know it's not the move, but... Maybe I'll reroute the knight this way. Yeah, I've given up f4 with tempo, but I think at some point it's something I have to give up. I kind of need a bit more expansion from the white side for me to really find some dangerous play. Right now everything's kind of like holding together. The knight's doing some really good work. The queen overprotecting the one entry point. Bishop holding the pawn. These all look like it's all like staying together just for now. But what's nice about these positions for the black side is that white still has to find moves. Some moves like f4, you know, maybe you move a knight. Like, if you're not careful, since you have to find moves, you might make moves that make new weaknesses for me. That finally break this like perfect structure. Yeah, bishop f1 is this already feels like, okay, I'm not sure what to do, so I'm going to try to just stop you. Okay, I'm gonna play rookie 8 kind of quickly. Just a quick pass back move because I'm super down on time. I'm down 2 minutes. I do need some speed. Okay. My rook now looking a little tender out of squares. Let's go bishop e5. See if we can plant something over here. If knight f3, I'm just going to move away. Again, it's kind of like this careful, like, poke and prod. Waiting for one of us to make too big of a weakness. This pawn is not quite falling. There's the h3 pawn. Not exactly easy. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They went to cover this. And you gave up influence of this. So now I can just move and I'm attacking this. Maybe I should have moved it slightly somewhere else. Oh, the knight's protecting. Shoot, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Wait, f5? Wait, f5. Now I I'm starting to get ideas. Hold on. Wow. F3. Okay. I'm just going to keep status. I need to keep with the tempo of the game. Again, this pawn is hanging, but this pawn doesn't matter so much. Yeah. I don't think it's going to matter very much. Okay, I'm going to try something interesting. Shoot, maybe that's not a good idea. I was going to play bishop b5, hit the rook, take the knight. After the trade, push f4, bishop back. But my bishop now can't influence the game. So instead, I'll play check. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Now this is a lot more interesting. If they push, I can take. If my position doesn't collapse here, which it might, right? Because e5 also collapses my center. Really? Oh, man, this is bad because I can't... I'm struggling to figure this out in time. I need to move. I just have to move. I don't have time. Oh gosh. Okay. Now we're stressing. This is a super unclear position. I have some nice pressure, but I'm not breaking. Oh, knight takes e5. Knight takes e5 was the move. They want this to collapse. I don't know why he did that. Honestly, I'm not sure. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, let's see if I can just hold it. I'm going to try to hold it. What if I can take... Can I take with the rook? Let's go for it. I have to go for it. Okay. I'm up the exchange, but I'm losing pawns. My structure is bad. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have sacked the exchange back so the bishop could take. That might have been the better route. Yeah. Hit the knight. I just got to be so careful about my king. Maybe queen b8. Set up an x-ray. If I just had like a couple extra minutes, maybe I could devise something more devious. There's a queen b8. Bishop takes... I have double check. Rook takes e2. Mm-hmm. Shoot. This is not good. I'm getting forked. Wait, F4? Oh no! Wait, I have the rook. Hold on. Oh gosh, I'm scared. I probably am objectively losing. I wish if I had like another 10 minutes, I would better be able to assess what the heck is going on here. Wait, why didn't I just take with check? Oh my gosh, he's just trying to flag me now. This is just him trying to flag me now. He might have messed up. Cause now I'm just winning. Oh shoot, what does that do? Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. If I can just keep it together for long enough. But can I keep it together long enough? I just don't know. You check me, I will sack the exchange. Because then my queen comes in and I get checks and I have a hope. Oh gosh. This is tense. So tense. You can't save this knight. Okay, just move. Just move. Come on, set up a checkmate. Oh shoot, that's bad. That's not good. That's not good. I messed that up. But it at least simplifies. If he goes for the piece, it simplifies. Okay, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Come on, come on. Sorry I can't talk through it all, because I just gotta move. Okay, this is over. I can win this. I can win this with 30 seconds. His best try is to sneak something by. Yes! Got him! Woo! All right. All right. We clutched it. Let's do a very quick game review because that game was wild. I promise you I was so dead. But he freaked out. Wait. Wait. Oh, can you guys not see the bar? Okay. Well, I promise you I was winning. Oh, man. I was actually doing... I was actually totally winning. Even through all this craziness. It's just good. It's just good. Yes, man. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. Let's jump into the next one. Skip. Next game. Ah! I knew there was a trick there. I should have just been safe. Why did I do that? I should have just been safe. I knew there was some kind of trick. Okay, but now at least we're playing a normal game. No tricks that I see yet. All right, let's pre-move these captures. Obviously, I would love to get rid of this dark square bishop. and these dark squares be owned by my bishop. After this trade, likely he will trade in the center so that this knight has a bigger influence, and then queen b6 can actually be kind of a pain in this position. So I'm going to pin the knight right away. So when this comes, it's a bit less of an influence. I'm going to castle. Queen b6, I have time to take. And now I need to figure out what to do. Let's go rook e1. Queen b6 again, I take. Now they can take out the pawn, they can take out the bishop, but this bishop kind of becomes a bit awkward because all the pawns are on knight squares in the center. And my bishop has some free reign. Okay. Let's just go rook b8. Protect the pawn. And I would like to attack the black king. Something like rook e3, rook g3. I know that feels a bit caveman-like, but I think it's pretty effective. Maybe just double up. Like it is caveman-like, but it's not without its ideas. I think here, knight back, takes, king takes, check, king over, queen h5, already looks scary. Now rook g3, knight here, knight takes. I think I can play rook g3, right? I know they probably want rook c4 to hit this pawn, but let's go for it. They do have to be a little careful because I can redirect one of the pieces by taking the bishop. So it's not totally easy. So we got to keep an eye on this. This might be advantageous to take at the right moment. Having only the defender being a king is very poor. It's very, very, very weak. So that's very nice for us. And rook e7. Wow. Okay. Wait. But bishop e5, and if you move the knight, I can take. And if you don't move the knight, I'm threatening to take it. Okay. I missed this one. You had this square. Okay. Queen g5, f6. Wait, queen g5. Queen g5 is scary. Hold on. f6, I just take it. Because the knight can't protect and take back. Pawn takes is pinned. Knight takes, he gets checkmated. He just threw away a pawn. That's it. Alright. This is probably winning. I just don't know if I want to unleash it yet. Knight takes here. Knight takes, queen takes a check. Rook f7. That should be winning already. Takes. Yeah, it should be enough. Oh wait, but now knight takes here is available. If I take here, that would have been terrible. So actually, let's just keep that super strong bishop there. And now knight takes here is a threat. Oof. I'm glad we calculate. That's why you calculate, okay? Now, if I do take here, I do open myself up to counterplay. With the queen swinging in, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough. I think it's going to be too slow. So I'm going to take the bishop. At least I hope it's going to be too slow. Hold on. It's actually a little scary. Because there's also rook. There's actually like a lot of pressure coming. Oh gosh. Okay, but this is pinned. I hit the rook. So rook takes c2. Reasonable move. Mm-hmm. And now, what's the killing blow? How do we do this? I want to play rook f1 and just kind of turtle. But it's not that easy to turtle. I do need to protect this though. That's maybe something like rook f3, emphasizing the pin and forcing the opponent back. Now, what's nice though is that since we kind of waited on that threat, something like queen takes b2, which is attractive, winning a pawn and adding pressure, rook f3, now that's like super hard to stop. But the queen does need to watch this knight. So black actually struggles to find a good move here. It's not going to be easy. And my gut tells me there might already be a tactic. Something like bishop takes, knight takes, like some kind of queen check. Like enough things are being tied down that it's going to take just a little bit more to topple my opponent. Might play h4 and try to break them this way. It's just not easy for them to find a move. This pin is nasty. This knight is doing like a valuable job. So yeah, rook takes b2. Basically, he's trying to just keep the status. I'm going to play h4 quickly. Just show him, look, here's my intention, and I need you to find a move. And then maybe now I can play rook f3. Queen back. He does have queen back right now, actually. Actually, that's a good move. Queen back right now. What do we do if he does that? Take a check. Knight takes. Oh, shoot. That might dissolve everything I have. We got to think. Think. See through the problems. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And basically, it's just 2 because it's pin. Takes. Oh, wait. I had this check. Now that the rook moves. Hold on. Maybe I could have taken. Taken. Knight takes. Queen check. Back. I need this rook to be more active. Maybe rook c1 might have been good. Shoot. Because now the material is even. If you can play queen d7 and just reduce it. Yeah, here it is. See? Shoot. Okay. I really want to keep the pressure. So let's go. Let's go queen h6. Can't take. Pinned. Still, I keep the queens. I should be able to muster some kind of pressure somewhere else. Now, what sucks is they got a really active rook. This rook really hurts. And mine's playing super defense right now. So I'm going to need some rerouting. I need something. This pawn still might be a bit too slow. Wow. If he offers to trade it, wins the queen. And with the trade, he might dissolve all of my play. That's a great move. That's a great move. Okay. I'm going to have to retreat. Take the c-file. I think I could take with the pawn, allow the check, run back into my corner, try to hide on h7, and let my dark square bishop just be freaking a monster. If this works, I do have long-term great prospects. And a really safe king if I can get it back to h2. For the most part. This knight does have potential, right? Okay. Oh, wow. Queen endgame, eh? Saying, hey, I will take this super great square. Shoot. That is a really great square. But is it enough? Is it enough? What sucks is I have zero entrance into his position. Let's go queen f4. I don't want to trade. Going into the queen endgame is so hairy. I don't know if it's winning. Takes. King h2. No. Queen f5 maybe. Wow, and he just wants to trade. Ah. Freaking wuss. Shoot. I don't want to trade. I really want to keep the bishop. Wait, I have a clever idea. Okay, bishop e8. Here's the clever idea. If they take the knight, if they take the free pawn, I have bishop d6 hitting the knight and threatening checkmate. So if they save their king, then I pick up the knight after the queen trade. It's kind of a baity move, but it also does protect this pawn inadvertently. It is protecting the pawn, technically. But I gotta be careful because my bishop it's out there. Wait, he fell for it. Okay, now I gotta run my king. Gotta run my king. I don't... They should struggle. Hold on, let's keep this out. Okay, I think the pawns, they can advance. Not here, and then, I think I can go for the win this way. I don't think my king needs to be over there. But I did start to run it to really... Okay. This is the scary part. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh. What if I chase him? I kind of need to go this way anyways. So now I can go here and take. Maybe this is the route. I keep the king at bay. I think this is winning. This feels super scary though. King here, I take. Now I can run these pawns. Gosh, those pawns are so scary. Here. Push. Down. There. Take. Wait, am I losing? Wait, here I just take. Here I cover. I think we're fine. Hold on. Okay, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4, or take 4 here and take a check. Okay. The end game, chat. Those skills, baby. Those skills. Oh my goodness, that was. Woof. Let's see what this looks like. We're just gonna look at this real quick. Dang. Takes on F6 was a brilliancy. I was up 3.3, so I was totally winning here. Oh my gosh, I can't just take, because if knight takes, then queen g5 is just a win. Oh my gosh, I need to do more tactics. Queen takes c6. Oh wow, it wanted me to play c6 and just lock down the queen side, not let him in, and then go. But I gave him counterplay. Oh wow, it thinks I should take. Because here it thinks it's better. But fell for my trap card. Alright, and is this always winning? Oh my gosh, it's barely winning. Okay, it's a draw, and now it's losing. Oh my gosh. It's such a sketchy endgame. Oh gosh, so scary. Anything could have happened still, but luckily we clutched it up. So, there's your rapid for the day. Go crush it, you guys. We're at 23.55. We've only gained a couple points, but that's the grind.